spins.
Yeah.
Like
WESTL is
you
such
know,
a strong player at the moment.
well, because it used to be the counter was like, okay, well, everything WESTL is going to be sending is clean, so you kind of have that to rely on. But when WESTL spams all spin singles, it's not clean anymore, and your drag just got a whole lot harder.
You just have to pray for a low roll WESTL. WESTL again still runs into some consistency issues, still runs into some stamina issues as well. So, I mean, how you beat him is really just outlasting him until he does something really troll.
Oh, well, the Z dependency with Z already in queue was a little bit rough to get through. VEGA takes game 1.
Yeah, I get the feeling that, like, playing against WESTL, all of the counterplay versus WESTL, none of it is proactive. Like, you can't actually do anything proactively against this. You have to just wait for him to mess up.
Well, reactionary is also very hard to play in TL, just given how fast everything happens.
Oh, the small surge just to survive here. VEGA's being put on the back foot very early on. Finds a nice down stack to get some pressure back onto WESTL. Needs to try and find some way to get out of this, but this sequence is so awkward. Tries to greed back-to-back through the whole thing, but doesn't get the right pieces for it.
Yeah, almost had like a double J dependency at one point, which unfortunately, anytime you have a double dependency, it usually doesn't end well. The pressure from, WESTL is going to just show up way too fast at the front door.
Alright, so with VEGA being at 8 surge, let's see how they play this here. Sends it off, but it gets full canceled by WESTL. Now is readying a spike through the garbage, sends it all without canceling. Very offensive play here, but I don't think this ends well for VEGA.
And I think you might be correct on that assumption, as WESTL immediately grabs it for win. Almost at 500 versus well. We've been having insanely strong matches from both WESTL and VEGA this set, and it's only 3 games in.
You can see there that the reason I could call it... that misdrop too on the opening. Yeah, but just trying to take the initiative there. You could see in that last round, VEGA tried to take the initiative by building a spike and sending it all without timing it. But you can't get away with that versus WESTL. It's so hard to actually...
maybe?
Okay, nice 19 spike. WESTL gets the defense in, is starting to go down, fumbles with the S piece a little bit. This buys VEGA some time. VEGA needs to try and make a game-winning spike, recognizes that, sends it off as a 5 into a down stack, but it doesn't look to do anything. It doesn't look to be effective.
It felt like in that weird spot where like it wasn't cheesy enough, but it also wasn't going to be able to deliver enough to like force WESTL to the top out at that point. Which, to be fair, that is an awkward spot, like especially once you get to like right around that like 9-10 back-to-back, you have to make that decision really quickly, because playing organically, you're going to be building up your back-to-back surge, and both of those options do very different things.
And you certainly don't have the time to think about it versus WESTL.
You do not.
Alright, I mean, this situation looks VEGA favored. Oh, but the skim there feels really bad. Gonna try and greed up some attacks here. Sends it off as a 5, but it doesn't force WESTL off of his surge. WESTL's gonna continue to keep building up. At the 10, goes to 11, 13, 15, 16. Sends it off, and you can't defend that.
Yeah, and you could tell immediately as you called it out, like, getting that offensive advancement and a 41 spike to close things out as well. Just fantastic stuff from WESTL.
Yeah, and VEGA couldn't get to the I piece either, but to be honest, like, if he got to the I piece, I don't think it would have done anything either.
For the 41 spike, the options are kind of limited.
Wow! Dai is sitting on a 10 surge there, trying to greet it out, but... I mean, I can't even blame him for trying to greet it out, because, like, you need to push like that when you have the advantage if you want to win this.
Oh my goodness, what a donation from VEGA. That was... Skims,
you mean donating around to WESTL? Is that what you mean?
You know, sometimes I start a sentence and I don't know where the end is supposed to be, and eventually I find it.
Right.
And sometimes WESTL does it for me, I guess. I don't know. How are we?
Oh, we're
are we
seeing
gonna have
our
LST battle?
second sweep developing here. No, I mean, you don't want to go toe to toe with WESTL and LST. You don't want to do it.
I was the only one brave enough to challenge that.
Oh,
but
nice
hold
spike
on.
though.
Instant
Okay.
counter spike. WESTL is not able to react. Again,
I'm
playing
noticing
that
that
fast.
VEGA really likes playing around those big down stack spikes. It's very similar to a Diao type of play, where you build some surge and try and just do a really, really fast down stack and catch your opponent off guard.
I mean, if it worked for DL, I mean, might as well be worth a shot, right?
Oh, this is awkward though. I mean, with just slightly better pieces, I saw the vision that VEGA was going for. Actually, just like a full down stack into multiplier quad there. It could have been nice.
Mm-hmm. So, yeah, like you can see, like the kind of mini center forward line with it as well. That's just unfortunately did not come into fruition.
All right.
Oh, this is a really good. This is clean transition.
Chain building,
really
nice.
early.
Okay.
That was
Crazy
actually
pressure
such
coming out.
I cannot believe VEGA snapped back to back. I was expecting VEGA to try and like get like a game-winning spike with that. That was such a good board read. Because that
Yeah,
immediately
I don't
top
think
fell out.
VEGA really favors the long surges, just by playstyle, that I'm noticing here. It's a lot more about the short surges and big explosive spikes.
Which, I mean, is definitely hard to do, but still doable. But, back-to-back is definitely different from Season 1.
I mean, in all fairness, I actually think that this is, like, probably the playstyle that you'd want to have versus WESTL.
Ooh.
Just because, like, you're not going to win versus him on, like, large chain building, say. Because you're going to get pressured off of it too fast. So, this is a lot more, it needs a lot less setup to do. It just needs good vision. It needs good vision and a lot of confidence to do it fast.
Well, we've got 5 TPS VEGA right now, and only down by 5 games. Although we are, WESTL is definitely knocking on victory's door at this moment. Ooh, with the ice spin to try and keep back-to-back. Oh, but the ski is not going to force option.
Yeah. The ice spin didn't even continue back-to-back, because it wasn't immobile.
Oh,
the well was too deep, yeah.
Sorry, I missed it. Yeah, minimal graphics, my problem. Sorry.
Minimal graphics.
Minimal graphics moment, my bad.
Alright.
Oh, what a skewer in the center.
And we're on match point for WESTL at the moment.
Alright, how likely is H straight? Well, I think VEGA has...
Oh, the 4 wide.
Desperate times call for desperate
can't
measures.
get the multiplier. Oh, okay. It was a good attempt.
The attempt was made, but...
NP. I fuck with the mix-up, honestly. I think that's... You gotta do what you gotta do. I wanted to see that work. In that last moment, I really was rooting for VEGA.
Yeah, and so, okay, just another just very dominant WESTL performance. And with a lot of the top 8 matches that we've seen from WESTL, it just seems like they're getting like more and more consistent over time. And I feel like we're having like kind of like how OSW seemed like a very inconsistent TEC player that like had the potential to play at such a top level, and then eventually OSW got more consistent